This is the beginning of part 2 of the video on how to integrate the DotNetNuke registration with an email newsletter subscription module. Now, the HTTP post is a little bit more complex, but I'm gonna go step by step. First thing that you have to add here is an ampersand sign. And you have to say that you have to use a parameter called sPost. So this sPost is nothing more, nothing less than silent post equals to true. Then you have to, now to start adding which fields you're gonna be sending over to the opt-in module from the dynamic registration. Now, the first one that you're gonna do is we're gonna send first name. This term here, this is the one that the opt-in module is expecting. Opt-in module is expecting for a parameter called first name. Now, first name equals to, and then we have to make a reference to the short name of our first name field in our dynamic registration form. Now, let's open another tab here just so we can follow this in a second view. We can go back to the fields, manage questions. I'm gonna select the first name. So first name, the short name is first N. So I'm gonna copy this. This is my reference that I can use to put in the HTTP post parameter set. So first name equals to, and then we have to add $, brackets, and first name, close brackets. So this is a reference to, we are sending our first name on the dynamic registration form to the first name under the opt-in email module. So we're going to do that for the last name and the email address as well. So let's add here last name equals to, and then let's have a look how the last name is called in the dynamic registration. So it's called last N. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go back there. I'm going to put the same symbol, $, open brackets, close brackets. So again, now this is a reference for last name. Then we're going to add another reference for the email. Email equals to, let's check what is the short name of the email address field in our dynamic registration form. It's just called email. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it here, $, open brackets, field name, short name, close brackets. Now, the last thing that we can do here is we can specify that we want this user, this registration that is coming from the registration module to the opt-in. We can specify which category of subscribers they will be included on. So we can add %, and then category 1 equals to. Now we have to use the name of the category that we have specified, we have created under the newsletter module, under the opt-in module, which was, if I'm not mistaken, subscribers. Let's check that. Yes, subscribers. So again, with this last parameter, we are saying that the user that comes from the registration to the opt-in will be placed under the subscribers category, which is called category 1. Now I think that we can add up to 3 categories, category 2, category 3 as well, but I'm not gonna add those. So this is pretty much it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna click update event. And I'm gonna update settings. Now let's give it a try. Just to make sure, let's have a look at the users account. So we just have the admin right now. Under newsletter, we don't have any subscriber yet. We don't have anybody yet. Now, I'm gonna open once again Internet Explorer. And what will happen is that we're gonna click on the register. I'm gonna fill out this form, and I expect that 2 things will happen. One, Of course, this user will be registered in DotNetNuke, which is the expected end result of the dynamic registration form. And 2 is that the same information, first name, last name, and email address, will be copied over to the opt-in module, because we have set up a silent post from the dynamic registration to the opt-in module. So let's call this user as Ederson, username Ederson, password, display name, and email address. Now let's click register. So we are logged in because we have just registered. What I'm gonna do now is go back to the site administration. I'm gonna refresh this page. Actually, let me go to the start. I'm gonna go click newsletter and see the subscribers of my newsletter. So as you can see, a new subscriber was added, and this has only happened because we have created a silent post from the dynamic registration to the opt-in module. Now, again, the silent post can be done with external sites as well. I mean, this is just a simple example of how you can make use of the silent post. But let's say that if you need to transfer information from one site to another site, you can specify in the URL, instead of being within the same site, it can be a different URL. So, and the same type of feature is also present on the dynamic forms, which is also a module created by Data Springs. So you can find silent posts within the dynamic registration, which we have just done right now, and in the dynamic forms as well. Okay, so again, this was an overview of how you can set up registration and newsletter at the same time. When a user registers, it gets created and added to a newsletter list as well. Okay, thank you very much, and bye for now.